Hi student, good morning. Happy to see through the online classes. This video deals with my hobby reading. And the author is a poem. So our 8th standard, second unit is the poem My Hobby Reading. So author Arunachalam Chandrasekharan. So author Arunachalam Chandrasekharan. And first know about the author. He is a professional in library and information science. He is a professional in library and informational science. Then he wrote this poem in the year 2010. So in the hobby poem, right, this author 2010. So hobby means it is an activity that we regular enjoyment for our free times. It's a regular activity for your free time. That is called hobby. Then what is your hobby? So I am hobby is cycling, photographer and etc. And what is your hobby? So tell about some of the hobbies. And fishing, gardening, stamp collecting, coin collecting, painting. These are called the hobbies. And then hobbies benefit. So what is our the hobbies benefit? The reading hobby benefits. The title is the My Hobby is Reading. So reading is benefit. So what are the reading benefit? So first of all, so reading is a very good hobby. Reading is a very good hobby. And then the reading is a relax and reduce stress. So reading habit is a relaxation in your mind and reduce your stress. And then when you read love the book and then you can addicted the reading. So you read the book, love and read the book, and after you addicted the reading. And next point, the reading skill improve your language skill and vocabulary. So reading skill improve your language skill and vocabulary. And then focus your study. So reading skill make a focus your study in the concentration. Reading skill make a focus and the concentration in your study. And the reading skill give a new knowledge. So the reading skill give a new knowledge. And the strengthen the brain. So reading purpose and strengthen your brain. And the memory power increases. The reading habit give a memory power increases. And stronger analytical thinking skill. So better writing skill. And the next one, tranquility. So tranquility meaning is peace. And the last one, free entertainment. So reading hobby is the free entertainment. So first of all, it's a very good hobby. Reading is a very good hobby. And reading make a relaxation in your mind and reduce your stress. And next, addicted. So when you read the book and after you addicted the reading the book, and so it's improve your language skill and vocabulary. So reading skill improve your language skill and vocabulary. And your concentration in your study, your focus and the concentration in your study. And it's give a new knowledge. So reading skill give a new knowledge and strengthen the brain. So you read the books, many books, automatically your brain is strong. And so memory power increases. So reading skill give a memory power increases. And next one, stronger analytical thinking skill. Next, better writing skill. So you get a better writing skill, better reading skill. Next, tranquility. So you get a peaceful in our mind. So tranquility meaning is peace. And after last one is a free entertainment. So reading hobby is a free entertainment. Then the reading skills made a powerful leader in our country. And Abraham Lincoln. Who is Abraham Lincoln? He is a former president of America. And his quotes about the reading. My best friend is a person who will give me a book I have not read. So anyone meet the Abraham Lincoln, the persons give a gift for the new book. That book was he was not read book. So it's Abraham Lincoln. So my best friend is a person who will give me a book I have not read. And after, if you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. So if you have a garden, so garden and the library, you have everything you need. So you have a library, you got all knowledge. You have one garden, you got vegetables, fruits, and etc. So it's a Marcus. Marcus is a scholar. So if you have a garden and the library, you have thing you need. And next is the Bill Gates. You know about the Bill Gates. So Bill Gates is one of the richest man in the world. But he read the 50 books in each year. He read 50 books. He reads 50 books in each year. Then his habit, his hobby, he always has a book with him whenever he goes. So whenever he goes, the Bill Gates always has a book with him whenever he goes. So the reading habit make a stronger man. And then so for another one example, so C.N. Annadurai. So Annadurai, you know about Annadurai. He is a former chief minister of Tamil Nadu. He is a scholar. So the Tamil Nadu people called Arinyar Anna. So why called Arinyar Anna? So once upon a time, so the American University, Yale University. This university give one fellowship, this award, give non-American persons. Already the university give the awards only for the American citizens. The first time, the Yale University and give the Chef Fellowship Award and through the non-American persons. That's the only one person is C.N. Annadurai. So why? He is a scholar. So then the C.N. Annadurai received the University of Yale University. So at the times, the one student of the Yale University asked the one question, can you say a sentence by a following English word because? So 3 times. So can you say a sentence by the following the English word because? So 3 times. It's a meaning because என்ற வார்த்தையை தொடர்ந்து 3 முறை வரும்படி ஒரு வாக்கியத்தை அவனுக்கு சொல்லி கேட்டிருக்காரு. It means can you say a sentence by a following the English word the because 3 times. So the first of all, the C.N. Annadurai look like a very simplicity. The very simplicity man. So they are the Yale University students underestimate the C.N. Annadurai. So he asked these questions. Can you say a sentence by following the English word because the 3 times. So suddenly the Annadurai replied the answer. He is not think that. So the answer is no sentence beings with because is a conjunction. Because is a conjunction. So the answer no sentence beings with because is a conjunction. The Yale students are very shocked and looked at C.N. Annadurai. So another one questions, the Yale students asked the questions, can you say 100 words without letter of A, B, C, D? So can you say 100 words without A, B, C, D? So Annadurai suddenly answered 1 to 99. So 1 to 99 and these letters without the A, B, C, D letters. So why I tell the C.N. Annadurai? So C.N. Annadurai is a very scholar. He always read the more books in our life. You see, the once upon a time, C.N. Annadurai admitted the hospital in America. So the operation theater, he entered the operation theater and he asked to the doctor, so wait for the 2 hours and after you do the operation for me. So why? What is the reason for ask the doctor? I read the one book, could not complete this book. So you give her 2 hours. I finished the readings and after I come to the operation theater. So he is a very intelligent person. So why I asked these issues, that the scholar, so reading habit is addicted. Reading habit is addicted for our the Annadurai. So now I tell about the Annadurai. He is a scholar and a very good speaker. He speak about the Tamil spontaneous and also English speaker in the Tamil Nadu politician. Okay, students, now we enter the poem. So first we see about the glossary. So breeding. What does it mean by breeding? So procreation. So breeding is a zoological meaning is reproduction. So zoological meaning is a reproduction, breeding and the procreation. And the next is rational. Rational meaning is intelligence. Rational meaning is intelligence. Next, ajar. So ajar is slightly open. Ajar means slightly open. And cackle. Cackle is informal laugh. So informal laugh. So formal laugh and informal laugh. Formal laugh, it's a smiling is a very slowly. And the informal laugh is a loudly laugh. It's called cackle. And constructing. Constructing is establish. So the build. Constructing means establish or build. And vigorous. So vigorous is a powerful. So vigorous, powerful. And first of all, I recall the breeding, procreation, rational, intelligence, ajar, slightly open, cackle, informal laugh, constructing and establish. Next, vigorous and powerful. And now enter the poem. My hobby, reading. My hobby. Who is hobby? So author's hobby. Author's hobby is reading. So what is the hobby? Hobby is nothing but the regular activities for your free times. For your free times. That is called hobby. Then first enter the lessons. My hobby is reading. It helps me in thought breeding. In thought breeding. Now I recall the lines. My hobby is reading. My hobby is reading. It helps. So it means it's a reading. It's the book. It's a reading. It helps me in thought. So thought is a think. Think. So past tense is thought. It's a breeding. So breeding is multiplying. Multiplying and procreation. Multiple. So multiple for progressions. Multiple means, so when I start read the book, my thought is increases. My thought is spontaneous. My thought is overflows. So that same way, my hobby is reading. It helps me. My thought is breeding. Breeding means, I already told it, multiplying. So procreations. The zoological meaning is reproductions. So increases. So when I start the readings, my thought is increasing. And the next line, it takes me places. It takes me places near and far. So near and far. Near. Near means so very close. Near meaning close. Near meaning close. And the far. It's a long. So far away. Long. Long. So it takes me places near and far. So for example, when I read the Harry Potter book, I travel into the Harry Potter. So when I read the Alexander books, I think about the Alexander period. So the far, near and the far. It's a situation is changed. So it's a thinking about yourself and you are the involved, more involved and eagerly read the book. You just travel in the character of the book's character. So it means it takes me to place near and far. It's a long, so close and distance. And next line, it keeps my rational. So rational means nothing but it's intelligent. So intelligence. So rational. What's the meaning? There is a Tamil meaning is paguttarivu. So I told the paguttarivu. What is the people's? You just remember it's a Periyar. E.V.R. Ramasamy is a Periyar. So Pagutarivalar is a Periyar. So rational doors ajar. So ajar means slightly open. Slightly open. So I give a explanation for these lines. I tell the one sentence, the sunrise in the east. So I give a statement, sunrise in the east. So you already know that the fact, but some people know that about the fact. But new students ask the questions, sir, why sir, what sir, when sir, how sir. It's a rational. It's a thinking about the questions. This called rational. So it keeps my rational doors ajar. And yesterday I saw a lion in our house. So people ask the question me, sir, you told lie, sir. So how is it possible, sir? It's a question, yeah, rates the question for me ourselves. It's a rational. It's a thinking about self. It's the intelligent. It keeps my rational doors ajar. And next line, it teaches me to cackle and cry. So it is the mentioned. I already told it is a reading habit. So books. It's a reading habit. It's a books, and it teaches me. So the books teaches me to cackle and cry. So cackle is nothing but informal laugh. Informal laugh means and loudly laugh to the loud. So sound and cackle and cry. So cackle is a smile. It's a happy, and you read the books into the Vadivelu book and the Charlie Chaplin and the Mr. Bean's book. You just read the books and you unknown yourself. You continuously laughing. That is called cackle. And the crying. So crying is a tragedy book. So when you read the tragedy book, you know about yourself. You continuously crying. So some people watching the serial. And the tragedy scenes come into the serial, so the people crying. So it's the same way that you read the book eagerly. So involving to the reading books, it teach me the cackle and cry. And the next line, without wings, it lets me fly. So I have no wings. So wings means the feather. I have no feather. So I could not fly in any places. But it lets me fly. So my imaginations flying over all places. I could not fly for the places. But my imaginations, no one controlled my imaginations. My imaginations flying the all places. The next, the author, I wish means the interest. I wish if all the children could read. So the author say some informations. All students you could read the books. So in the constructing vigorous society. So constructing means so nothing but to build. The constructing means to build. And the vigorous, it's a powerful. Vigorous means powerful. So vigorous means powerful. So the students, when you start the reading the book habit, you construct in the strong society. You construct in the dynamic society. Then we shall succeed. So after you succeed your life. So for examples, I give a Bill Gates and C.N. Annadurai and so Abraham Lincoln and some characters I give examples. So at the same way, if all the children could read the book in constructing a vigorous society, then we shall succeed. So after you read the book your life, so after you succeed your life. And another one, I repeat the poem lines. My hobby is reading. It helps me in thought breeding. It takes me to places near and far. It keeps my rational doors ajar. It teaches me to cackle and cry. Without wings, it lets me fly. I wish if all the children could read in constructing a vigorous society, then we shall succeed. So, author Arnachalam Chandrasekharan. Okay, student. Next, rhyming words the poem. So, rhyming. What's the meaning of rhyming words? It's nothing but rhyming words are two or more. So, rhyming words are two or more words with the same sound. The rhyming words are two or more words which have same sound. Then it usually occur at the end of the line in poem. So occur usually end of the line in a poem. So rhyming words are nothing but rhyming words are two or more words which have same sound. It's called rhyming words. Then it is usually occur end of the line in a poem. So for example, so how to identify the rhyming words in this poem? So two or more words which have same sound. It's end of this line. End of this line. So end of this line. So reading. So reading. And then it helps me in thought breeding. So rhyming word. Two or more than which the same sound. It usually occur at the end of the line in the poem. End of the line, the same sound. So first you identify the rhyming words: reading, breeding, and next it takes me to places near and far. It keeps my rational doors ajar. So far. Ajar. Just identify far and jar. And next you identify the lines. It teaches me to cackle and cry. Without wings, it lets me fly. Yes, correct. So cry or fly. Cry, fly. Reading, breeding. Far, ajar. Cry, fly. And the next lines, I wish if all the children could read, in constructing a vigorous society, then we shall succeed. So you just identify, yes, read or succeed. It's a rhyming words of this poem. So what's the meaning by rhyming words? It's nothing but rhyming words are two or more words which have same sound. It usually occurs to the end of these lines in the poem. It is called rhyming words. So next, comprehension questions. You just know about the comprehension question in the poem. First question: what is the hobby of the poem? What is the hobby of the poem? Second question: what does ajar means? What does ajar means? And third one: can the poet fly without wings? Can the poet fly without wings? Fourth question: what can children do to society if they read? The fifth question: what is the theme of the poem? So 5 comprehension questions. Just I give the question answers. What is the hobby of the poem? So it's nothing but the hobby of the poet is reading. Yes, correct. So answer is the hobby. The hobby of the poet is reading. Is the answer correct? Reading is a poet's hobby. The hobby of the poet is reading. So what does ajar mean? So nothing but ajar means, I already told, it's a slightly open. So answer is the ajar means slightly open. Slightly open. So that question, can the poet fly without wings? The poet flies without wings. Yes. 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 The poet. Yes, the poet fly without wings. So how? It's an imagination. So his thought. Okay, next fourth question. What can children do society if they read? What can children do to society if they read? If they read, children can build a vigorous society. So can build a vigorous society. If they read, children can build a vigorous society. And the last question is what is the theme of the poem? What is the theme of the poem? The theme of the poem is the habit of reading is an excellent hobby. So it's a simple answer. The theme of the poem, the habit of reading is an excellent hobby. So comprehension question of this poem. So 5 questions. So 5 questions is a very simple questions. And then you know about the hobby. So what is the hobby? Hobby is a regular activity, enjoyment in your free time. So students, you don't waste your free times. You useful for your free times. Okay, students. So book reading is a very important in our life. So students, you don't waste your free times. You're not watching the TV and mobile video games, and it's spoil your future. So your free times is a very useful for. Then I give a one quotes. The achiever is in the book. The one good things to achieve is with the book. The achiever is in the book. The one good things to achieve is with the book, which means it's nothing but சாதித்தவன் புத்தகத்தில் இருக்கிறான், சாதிக்க நினைப்பவன் புத்தகத்தோடு இருக்கிறான். You just remember these words, students. சாதித்தவன் புத்தகத்தில் இருக்கிறான், சாதிக்க நினைப்பவன் புத்தகங்களோடு இருக்கிறான். So you decide yourself, students. Thank you.